Marijuana Justice has been doing reparations work directly for about 3 years now. And we were homegrown right here in Richmond, and we were really looking for what was next. Going out to the different art scenes, going out to the Writers' and Monthly Slams, I got to be upfront and personal with these artists expressing themselves that spoke directly to me, but even to the larger movement, more importantly. And after that, that's when I went up to Roscoe and I said, what if we really did something together?
I have been a fan of Chelsea's work in the city for a long time. She had become like a pillar in all these movements that have been going on in Richmond. And art and activism have always had an intersectionality, and so this seemed like a no-brainer when it came to collaborating. I also want to say that it gave us a space. A lot of times we don't get involved because we don't really know how we fit into a movement. And I know that for me personally, that had been one of the hangups. And it's like, well, I don't really know what skills do I bring? How do I continue to help us move forward? And so being able to have this collaboration, I'm like, well, this is the skill set that I have. This is how I'm able to use my talents for this greater good.
Hearing folks that may not think that they know about reparations, but tell these stories and these experiences that literally tell the story that we are also trying to share, it's made me have to grow in a way that communicates to people differently so that they can see themselves in this movement. And as an organizer, I always have to continue to grow that because it is my job to invite people in the movement.
Me personally, I believe that poetry is the mother of art. So I think the connection, being able to collaborate, it gives this movement that is so important a bigger platform. You know, sometimes like with music and any other type of art, when people hear it, they might be hearing something they didn't even know that they needed it.
You're going to see poetry that reflects the times, right? The poet has always kind of been the historian. It's always been a reflection of what's happening in society, what's happening in the culture. And so once that changes and we get to this better space, you're going to get narratives that exist in that space as well.
What I would like people to take away from this piece is an understanding that marijuana justice is not just about being able to smoke weed without getting arrested, and that reparations isn't just about getting paid for something that happened in the past. That there's a bigger connection and has bigger implications throughout the community.